my commitment and passion around trauma insurance has been largely produced as the results I've seen on people's lives. But it hasn't always been easy to encourage people either to take trauma insurance and to keep it. The bottom line is that trauma insurance is a lot more expensive than life insurance for very good reason. Trauma insurance is far more likely to be paid out than life insurance. So life insurance is obviously paid out when we die, which is very often hopefully into our 70s and 80s, and insurance isn't always kept that long. Trauma insurance, however, is often paid in your 40s, your 50s, when we're relatively young. So cost is a factor. The interesting thing is that whilst cost is a factor, people still see its value into later life. One experience on review was with a client who insisted that he didn't need trauma insurance, despite the fact that he and I knew that he had debt of around $800,000. That was through personal needs and business needs. Thankfully, I managed to persuade this client to keep his trauma insurance. And about 4 or 5 months later, he phoned me to say that he had cancer and he needed to make a claim. It was really quite a rewarding experience, I guess. But the greatest effect was when I walked into his home to prepare the paperwork. And this client was in his dressing gown. He sat down at the table and brought out his policy, put his hands on the policy and said, "Mike, you'll never know how much this means to me."